I am a big fan of alternate dimensions and different Earths within the DC universe, in which different things happen to our most beloved characters. Sometimes I like stories and worlds and universes about our main 7 Justice League characters more than I do the more canonized worlds, the stories they try to tell every day. With Elseworld stories, it gives you a little more room to breathe and play around with these characters to make the creative decisions that you want to tell. And because it is a multiverse, there is an infinite amount of things that can be done and told with these characters. I'm going to go through a couple of different versions of Batman, some that some of you might not have known about before. First off, we have Batman from Earth 8, and here he's known as Bat Soldier. He's part of the group called Justice League of Angor, and Angor is just Earth in Earth 8. He is actually bad, along with the rest of the other Justice League of Angor teammates. Next up, you have Sir William from Earth 9, which is, once again, the Batman of this universe. He was once a respected Knight of the Round Table, the most well-known and experienced swordsman in this universe. But unfortunately, doom fell upon him when he fell underneath the magic of Morgan Le Fay, where he was forced to fight King Arthur along with her magic. Sir William was not successful in defeating King Arthur, but Morgan Le Fay was defeated, although in turn, Sir William was still held accountable for what happened. Sir William was then stripped from every history book and every text by the order of King Arthur and was bound to his castle called Castle Bat, where he had to remain until he atoned for his misdeeds. Due to some of the magical capabilities he has, one being immortality, he was forced to be alone for centuries. That was until one day he realized he could project his spirit into a body of armor that would allow him to leave Castle Bat. He became the protector of London, England, calling himself Batman the Dark Knight. He eventually became a great ally to that universe's team called the Secret Six, and the Secret Six used Castle Bat as their safe haven. Eventually, as time passed, there came a storyline where the Earth 9 inhabitants met our Earth's Justice League, or the canonized Earth's Justice League. And during his time and story in the canonized universe, Sir William Batman fights Ultra Humanite, but in the battle he was apparently killed. Although it was said that a sparkle of his spirit still remained in the armor, so we don't really know if he is truly dead or not. This one, in very specific ways, is a very depressing Earth. Earth 10, Leatherwing. Leatherwing seems to wear the typical bat symbol, except this time around he has a swastika on his chest. Earth 10 is a variation of our world where unfortunately Germany won World War II and our beloved heroes ended up being Nazis. Not much is known about him, not even his real name, although one thing we do know is we would not want to live here. Now we head into Earth 15, where Batman Bruce Wayne is succeeded by Jason Todd. And the rest of the Justice League are in fact succeeded by other people as well. Donna Troy is Wonder Woman, Kyle Rayner is Green Lantern, and I even believe Zod is Superman in this world. Unfortunately, Earth 15 is a dimensional world that does get the brunt of the attack from Superman Prime. Jason Todd's Batman unfortunately witnesses Superman Prime absolutely obliterate Donna Troy's skull off of her own invisible jet, and blinded by no logic and obviously anger, he goes in for an attack against Superman Prime, which does not go well. Realizing he was going to lose the fight, Jason Todd Batman tried to use a reverse psychology on Superman Prime, essentially saying if you act like this, nobody is going to accept you here. And whereas that didn't calm down Superman Prime, it made him even more angry. He flew up into space with Jason Todd's Batman at an advanced speed, which resulted in Jason Todd being completely vaporized. Superman Prime then went on to completely annihilate Earth 15. Next, you have Batman of Earth 17, who is part of a Justice League team called the Atomic Knights of Justice. Earth 17 14 is a dimension where nukes were dropped in 1963, and now Earth is an active wasteland. This seems to be quite the technologically advanced Batman who seems to almost look like Buzz Lightyear, just with different colors. Although this Batman is part of Justice League Incarnate, which is the Justice League of the multiverse. Many other heroes from other universes can all band together to form one team that can take on any multiversal threat that might appear. Part of the League, this Batman also helped the multiversal Supermen from being hunted by the Prophecy. From Earth 31, you also have another Leatherwing Batman, but this Leatherwing is not as evil as the Nazi Batman. This Leatherwing is actually a pirate. From the post-apocalyptic world of Earth 31, where climate changes have unfortunately taken over the planet, and now the planet is just one big ocean ball. This next one, who actually has more of an extensive history, he's been dealt with a couple times more so than others, and many of you might know who it is Batman from Earth 32. Also known as Dawnbreaker. This is the Batman who is also a Green Lantern, although he is not good. This is a situation where Bruce Wayne as a boy saw his parents die to Joe Chill, and after their murder, he saw a green ring pop up in which he accepted it. Trying to then kill the murderer of his parents, the ring refused, as that is not the willpower way. Bruce Wayne poured in all his anger and his hatred into the ring, tracking it with corrupted willpower. After killing Joe Chill, this Bruce Wayne would then try to resurrect his parents with the green ring. All it really did was give his parents a couple of minutes of life as reanimated undead souls. This Batman would then become Batman Dawnbreaker, where he would in a way protect the city of Gotham, but in his own ways and his own immoral values, where he showed absolutely no mercy on the criminals of Gotham and killed anyone in which he thought should be killed. Because of his evil ways and the fact that he corrupted a willpower ring, the side effect of this is that his left side of his face is unfortunately deformed. Why I really like this Batman in particular is because it can show just how dangerous Batman really is if he just has one bad day, or if you're handling a Bruce Wayne who doesn't take it so graciously the way other Bruce Waynes do when his parents die. The fact that he can't move on from his parents' death and his extreme emotions of hatred can make him very powerful. And if you are all curious, he does have his own Green Lantern oath, and this is what it is. With darkness black, I choke the light. No brightest day escapes my sight. I turn the dawn into midnight. Beware my power, Dawnbreaker's might. Now you have Bruce Wayne from Earth 33, who is actually known as Batmage. He is part of the League of Shamans, and Earth 33 is actually known as the Conjurer's universe. In this universe, Cobblepot's family murdered Bruce Wayne's parents, and then Bruce Wayne himself was transformed into a monstrous bat-like creature. He would then study for years the nature of dark magic to take revenge on Cobblepot and his family, until he realized that revenge is not the answer and it would only fuel more of his hatred. Instead, he decides to use his dark magic for good, in which he eventually joins the League of Shamans. And then the last for this video, but certainly not the least in the multiverse of the DC universe, is Batman of Earth 42. This is the little world in which their league is called the Little League. It looks cute, it looks innocent, it looks happy. This looks like a comic book you could give to children and they could then become fans of the DC universe. That is until the Batman and Superman of this world are brutally massacred by Doomsday of Earth 45. This is when Dick Grayson becomes the next Batman, and unfortunately unfortunately learns a very dark and depressing truth. The Empty Hand, a multiversal level villain in the DC universe, is actually controlling them and their entire Earth, in which they are just robots and not real people being controlled for a specific purpose. Also, to make things a little more morbid and actually kind of creepy, the original Bruce Wayne Batman of the Little League world comes back as a reanimated dead Black Lantern. But there you go, everyone. That is just a small list of different Batman variations that have ever existed in DC Comics. There are so much more, and you can bet I'm definitely going to make more videos about this, as there are some different dimensional Batman that you may not have known, and even myself have not ever seen before. Now, everyone, let me know in the comments down below which one of these universal Batmans seems to be the most interesting to you, and which one of these Batmans you would actually like to explore more than what we have been given. But that is it for this one, everyone. So until next time, I will talk to you all very soon.